As you can see here, this is my timestamp. Oh look, there is my... I was like wondering why it didn't show the server I'm on. I don't know that we solved anything. We didn't solve shit! We gave her more trauma! That's what we did! Honey! That conversation was... Wow! Aye. And I found something new to think about too. I don't know about you, Lynx, but the vision only come to me every now and then. From the way Fordula kept wincing though, I get the feeling she's having them almost all the time. It's a lot of bad memories to deal with. I wonder, could there be some fundamental difference between one who is born with the Echo and one who has been artificially imbued with it? Well, the Immortal Flames have been scouring that research facility ever since the liberation. There's a chance they might have some answers for us. General Alden's there overseeing the investigation. Let's go and pay him a visit, shall we? I don't know, did anything else get announced yet? I don't think so. But she wanted to liberate her own people. I don't completely see where she's coming from, I'll be honest. Probably have to talk to someone here, right? Like, I do not sympathize with her just because she had a sob backstory put in for her after the main story. I liked her as a villain, as I said. I did do like that. But like, there were like some things she did where I was like, that just seems extreme. And now they're like backpedaling and I hate that. Let it be extreme. Do not backpedal on it. Go full out or just don't even try doing it. Where are the doors leading? But I need to take one of the doors. The answer is apparently no, you do not. Just need to go all the way over here. I also very confused about like the loop of this song, because in that loop there's like a 20-second break before the loop starts again. Where did I go? Is it down? Wait. Oh yeah. I was too high up. Never mind me. General Alden is inside. Oh, will you be joining him? Yep. Yeah, I can understand her motives, but like, I don't like this bad paddling on her. Like, yeah, she had a sub backstory, and that's why she did this and that, and now feel bad for her, you know? What news? You spoke with Fordula, I take it. Yes, as expected, she didn't say very much, but it wasn't a total waste of time. Arvold noticed something odd about her. He thinks she might be having visions almost constantly, which is not how the Echo normally works. Have you found anything here which might explain why it's so different from her? We've been hard-pressed just to organize the research materials, let alone study them. To be frank, I'd welcome the science expert assistance if you have time to lend a hand. Oh, okay. Oh, I need to actively look through those things. Oh, that was where Cat Lady was in. What's her name? I forgot her name. You know who I mean. The Lala Cat Lady? Interact with it, please. The device in which Caelynx was held seems even more ominous now you know its purpose. The surrounding pods are marked Supply Subject, while this one bears the label Master Subject. Oh. The Ironworks received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices, and I've been recording everything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? All the pods are designed to drain the ether of the occupant. Play with that one right there. Unlike the others, the interior has been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I couldn't tell you. Oh, that was the pod they used for the thing. With a thingy thing. Let me see. Oh. Oh, I literally just had like one thing I can interact to. Oh, okay. Hi. So many bodies. Every one of them a victim of these experiments. Few show any signs of external injury. From what we've been able to determine, they perished from forcible ether extraction. Such a miserable way to die. Yeah, it's what we already thought it is. I know a little and less of science. Any light you can shed on this facility's operation will be much appreciated. Nick, shall we start with you? Well, listen. They use humans to get power. Taken in combination with the testimonies of Creel and Thancred, to begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enhancement procedure entailed infusing a single candidate with ether, siphoned from a multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject, in this case Creel, the pattern of the etheric activity would provide the module upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to recreate Creel's echo? I believe so, which would explain our prisoner's present state. Creel is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul, and it seems probable that the procedure endangered the same acute sensitivity in Fordola. The soldiers who guard Fordola, many of them lost friends and family to the skulls. And there's a sentry at the door, night and day, if she can't help sensing their thought and seeing their past. But you don't just see their past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what you do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed, as you may recall, Isole? Who was that? Was that a Shiva one? Was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Halvosgeir paw. That was a Shiva girl, wasn't she? Fordola has been forced to experience the agony of those whose lives she destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Sounds to me like a kind of justice. Regardless, she can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. If the results of these experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald, there will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the echo to anyone, to an entire legion. Okay. I remembered she had a very weird name. I did not remember her entire name, but I remembered she had a weird one. So I assumed it's that. We must be ready. We must learn all we can of these godforsaken procedures. And Fordola remains our best source of information. She'll not be getting her wish. Not yet. Right. Keep faithless. If you're to convince others to follow you, you must believe what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's feigned. I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go. So... I go look for answers about the echo and end up getting scolded by Ravan. I have more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not me. General Alden, as a veteran of countless campaigns, Liz, you cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced that mob to give up and go home. It makes me realize how much we rely on his authority, and how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do when everything here is settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going to the trouble of winning back, might he not want to stay? This is a quandary which countless refugees now face. To continue the life they built in Uldaar, start again in the land of their birth. Where is that shadow coming from all of a sudden? Nyx, oh, Pippin! Look at the little boy! Who is not the kid of the Sultana. Just to clarify this again, okay? He is not. Something to drink again. I am newly returned from Ulia with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desires an audience with you. Did we manifest the Sultana by talking about her? Because she's another character I can't stand beside Liz. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks you to visit the place at your earliest convenience. Well, I must away and attend to their businesses. Until next time, my friends. Can you just take me with you? Like, can we just teleport together? It's cheaper. An audience with the Sultana. Depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. Yes, we'd like to know about those Alphino, but not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of him, Nyx. The character's like, okay, whatever. Whatever you say. Okay, I'm gonna get something to drink real quick. You guys should do the same. I am also probably gonna feed my cats, who are still sleeping somewhere around here. So grab something to drink. I know you've not been drinking enough. It's summer. You need to drink stuff. Preferably water. Drink water. Let me specify that. Go drink water. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all got yourself something to drink. You better. You better. Well, the question of how to put the Mad King's treasures to good use shows no signs of answering itself. Shall we be about it, Arnold? I'm at your back and call. And I should be getting back to my own task. I'll organize a squad to head down into the ruins and then start preparing for the big meeting. Oh, send on my regards, Nyx. And ours too, if you please. We shall see you on your return. Or I actually have to go there. Okay. So I am gonna use my home teleporter because it's gonna be cheaper to get to Gridania and from there get further. You got some water? Got some tea? Very good. Very proud of you guys. You're doing amazing. Very proud. Oh, I spawned in someone. Oh, you're cute. Very cute. So we need to go to that one. It's been a while I wasn't older. It's been a hot minute since I was here. I'm coming, Miss Sultana. You're expected, my lady. Please proceed. Okay.
I thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy.
Yes. Very busy.
The liberation of Alamigo will have far-reaching consequences, and there is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel.
Okay.
I speak of Rauban and his future.
Isn't that on him to decide what to do? Why am I involved in this? Let the man decide. He's old enough.
All know the tale of his rise from penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Uldar home, it will never be his
Benjamin,
homeland.
welcome.
He is a son of Alamigo. And now that she is free, I thought it only a matter of time before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss.
Like,
suffice it to
what
say,
about talking to
I
him
was
first? Maybe he
greatly
doesn't
surprised
want to
to
go
hear him
back.
speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Alamigo and retaking his place at my side. I will welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend. But I have known the man a long time, and beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt. Whether Rauban chooses to remain in Uldar or return to Alamigo,
Hi,
I
baby.
only wish that he do so with a heart
Good
unburdened
morning.
by guilt or regret.
Did I see your face today? Is a miracle.
Yet, how can he freely
Wow.
make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him?
You woke up and you immediately gonna meow me in the face? What is it? You got food. I put food into your bowl.
It is past time that I learned to discharge my duties as a Sultana alone. I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears.
What is it, baby? What is it?
Might I
Where are we
have your
going?
company for a brief adventure?
Where are we going, fluffy butt? You can lay over there.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna put these down. On the ground where I wanted to put it.
Allow me a moment to change into something a touch less conspicuous, and I will join you outside.
Okay. He always wants attention. To be fair, he was like sleeping the entire day. It's not on me that he wants some attention now, okay? It is not on me. If he wouldn't not be sleeping the entire time in my bedroom, he would have gotten attention throughout the day. I know that you're technically right, Sasha, but the way you framed that sounds so wrong. What do you think of Lilyria, the merchant's daughter? This is the disguise I don when I wish to leave the palace and observe my subjects unnoticed. Ordinarily, Papa Shan would accompany me, but for his particular outing I need an advisor, not a minder. And that is why I requested your company. Over the course of your many adventures, you have met people from all walks of life, in every corner of Eorzea, that would make use of your worldly experience. Now, let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone's Throw, just beyond the gate of Gnarled. Oh, I have to actively go out, okay. Benjamin, if it soothes your conscience, like mosquitoes are everywhere. They are literally everywhere. They're not just in Sweden. It doesn't matter where you go. Look up on this process of tetra tents. These refugee camps in squalor, at the mercy of the elements of the Talons, predators both. The city's mighty walls offer safety, but the streets overflow with people as it is, and unless blessed by the hand of Nald himself, no refugee could ever hope to afford a dwelling in Uldar. I mean, everywhere there is like a large body of water, there will be a bunch of mosquitoes, sweetie. It's like, you're literally like next to a big sea. Obviously there's gonna be mosquitoes if that's like the place to... That's why I said you invaded the living space. Obviously they're there. Like everywhere where there's like a large body of water, there will be a bunch of mosquitoes. If I would go to the... Danube is the English word for that? Don't know. There is a bunch of mosquitoes that are just eating me. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo, and 5 since the calamity. Yet the plight of the poor has grown more desperate, not less. As Sultana, the blame falls upon me. You've done your best. I'm not gonna click on a picture that shows me either a dead cow or mosquitoes. Sweet. Sweet boy. Sweet boy. My dear admin, I'm not gonna click on that. My best has not been good enough. Shall we press on? I will follow the road to the unholy here. Oh. That's pretty far up. Just gonna teleport up there. Yeah, I don't want to see that. But why would you think I want to see that? Honey, please. I eat spiders. Why would I want to see a bucket full of mosquitoes? Did I just promote him? Promote him to what? I unpromote him. Ooh, that was close. It was here, in this holy, remarkable place, that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returned. You are still a child! You are still a child. Admin mod. It's the same thing. Like, if you click down there, it actually says, like, admin rights. So, it is the same thing. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interests in the Eastern Tenderland when an ultimately rockslide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if the incident was simple misfortune or an experimental planned assassination. I don't think you will get through the scanning part of that. I don't think they let you in the country with a bunch of dead animals. I don't think that's gonna work out. I think they're just gonna send you back home. So sure, try it out if you want to. Rabban once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed I must surely crave, but I refused. Even if my parents' deaths were orchestrated by the monetarist, we could only have brought their hirelings to justice. The true villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a biddable puppet, wherever beyond there. I can't read today. What is up? No, wait, didn't Rio wanted some lures? Who was that? Someone, you offered your lures to someone and someone said yes. Wasn't it Rio? Thus, did I plan to strip the merchants of their power and place our nation in the hands of its citizens? Quite unaware of the consequences my actions would have for you and yours. I shudder to think how many good souls paid the price of my naivete. But I am no longer the child reciting words of witless obedience, and I will... Sorry. And I will not be used as a pawn in the monetarism... damnable game. I can't read today. What is up? Why am I so bad at reading? It's just words. It's letters put together as words. Please, brain. Why is there cat hair on my... Cat hair is everywhere. Do I have a hiccup now? Really? Everything. I have everything now. Forgive me my outburst. You are one of the few people to whom I feel I can speak my mind. Come, let us return to Ulder and visit the Colosseum. I think it's pretty obvious that Benjamin wants to get rid of his lures, of his fishing lures. Oops. Am I right here? Yes. No. Maybe? Yes. So many emotions in one go. From the moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signing and ceremonies. For years, I simply signed where I was told to sign, and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious to what any of it meant. Yet, one good thing did come from that ignominious chapter in my life, for it was during an official visit to the Colosseum that I first met Ryban. The match I had been invited to attend was not at all what I expected. They had pitted the bowl of all Migo against some dozen or so rival gladiators. Blinkerer though I was, I would not stand for so obvious an injustice, and demanded to see a fair fight, one man against one other. My royal wish was duly granted. I was not until later that I learned of the gambling ring, which had arranged for Robin to die on the sands that day. Regardless, my intervention meant that Robin had put a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did. And when he knelt before me to receive the winner's purse, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in service. You have 600 fishing lures? Did you put a zero too much there? 600? What do you need 600 for? I am shocked right now. The fishing reels do seem in like a normal amount. The lures? 600? Do you know how close it is to 1,000? Benjamin, I think we need an intervention when you're here. We need to sit down and talk about this addiction of yours. This can't be good. You're breathing fishing lures at this rate. Please. I can't. That number just shocked me so much. Honey, listen. You need to stop. The people who love you are worried about you. What if one day, just like Kafka, you just wake up and be a fishing lure because you surround yourself with so much? What then? We are worried about your mental state. Are you okay? Please? Oh my god. You know, the first step is to admit that you have a problem. But I think with that amount, we're past the first step. You need to take action, and you need to actively not buy new fishing lures or sell old fishing lures. Like, that can't be good. That can't be good. You will never in your life use that many lures. Never. Not once. Even if you use a different lure every day a year, you would be halfway through it. Halfway. Do you hear that? Does that sound not disturbing? It does sound very disturbing to me if I put it like that. That's just... Why do you have 160 of the same lure? Honey, why? You have like about 500 others to choose from. You know? Maybe either get rid of a few of those. Like, I would say get rid of like 300 to 400 of those. Then you still have more than enough. But sweetie boy. Yeah, but like, you know, just have like maybe 10 in the back of your hand. And like, if 5 of those break, buy another 5. You don't need 160. There won't be a day where you suddenly gonna use 160 of the same lure. Because all of them are gonna break. It will be the same as I would say, yeah, I have like 500 needles. And 160 of them are the same. I have like maybe one pack of each needle. Which usually has like 5 in them. And I have like, I feel like 5 or 6 different ways of having needles, because like you need some for stretchy fabric, some for like leather fabric, yada yada yada. But like this, honey, really, we need to talk about this. This is a real problem. Yeah, but as I said, have like 10 in the back of your hand. 10. You just said you maybe use 10 in one day as max. You have 160. Do you know how much times 10 that is? No. You're not saying that someone else is worse than you. No. We're staying at your topic here. Honey, please. I don't know, seek some professional help. Seek some secret society of lure collectors or something like that. You know, like the secret alcoholist guys? I don't know what their thing is called. Seek them out. I'm sure there are other people with your problems and they can help you. I'm sure they can. You just need to seek their help. No, Benjamin, you're here in a circle where we're all shocked about this and nobody thinks it's normal. No, none of the chatters here think this is normal behavior. Honey, please. So, yeah, please, honey, please. Let me just write something real quick. Hi Isol, welcome Isol. Benjamin. You were saying you don't have a switch. You know how many switches you could have bought? You know how many switches you could have bought? Oh yeah, no, is there another... Is there another thing coming up? Let me... I was distracted by this revelation of Benjamin. I'm sorry, Okay, back to this story here. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess I dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theater. But as you know, Robin is a man of his word. Though it took him another 5 years of fighting and a bloodsand, he amassed a fortune so great as to buy not only his freedom, but a seat on the syndicate. And then I had my blade.